And we are live once again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot routing and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to another live stream here on the Prince Magnum channel. And in this particular live stream, we got some ground to cover. Initially, what I thought I was going to be doing is not what I'm going to be doing. It is freaking hot outside to the point where I can't even stand it. So we're going to spend a little bit of time in the office. We got a little bit of unboxing to do in this particular live stream. Along with that, oh, sorry, honey, the angle grinder sanding disc. I totally forgot to send that to you. Sorry about that. I'm a dummy. Real quick, we've got an unboxing to do in this particular live stream. It is that is all I can think of, baby. That is all I can think of. So in this particular live stream, I'm going to go ahead and start some coffee. And we're going to kind of chit-chat, tallywhack. As you say in an old chat room that I used to hang out back in the early 2000s. Ooh, thank you, dear. My beautiful wife coming through again. Hang on a second here. There we go. I didn't feel like fighting with the other camera stand. I'm still working out the bugs on that bad boy. But anyhow, I figured this would be a great time to kind of take a look at some things. And, it is just too hot outside to do any work. But I figured we would go ahead, we'd go live, we'd talk, and kind of, talk about some things that are coming up here on the channel this coming week. What's going on, Mike Gaming? Welcome to the live stream. What's going on, Jesse Johnson here too? My goodness, Mike Gaming. Oh my gosh, Mike G. Oh man, I met you the other day. Yeah. Over in Ian's live stream. Good guy there, too. Good guy. And I know, hang on, Mike, if any friend of Ian's is got to be a friend of mine. Lurky turkey, honey? Okay. All right, Mike G, if you would do us the honor, because any friend of Ian's has got to be a friend of mine, if you'll do me a favor and drop something in the chat, you'll notice that the color of the text of your name has changed. You will notice an icon next to your name. You will now know that you are a member of the Maverick Mechanics. Welcome to the ranks, my friend, and definitely welcome to the Prince Magnum channel. We are, I initially thought I was going to go out. Hey, what's going on, Chairman? I thought I was going to go out and do some work on the bicycle or on the Project Spirit. It ain't happening. It right now is about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you across the pond, that's about 32 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it is ridiculously hot out there now with humidity. Oh, don't feel sorry. It doesn't matter when you show up. It just matters that you're here today. Appreciate you being here, Mike. This is a DIY channel. We are known for, this is the only channel on YouTube that does both custom cars and romance as its main platform. But we do talk about other stuff. Currently, right now, we have a bicycle project. It is just way too hot right now to go out and work on it. And I didn't, it's one of those things that I can only take so much of the heat. And let me give you an idea how hot it is currently right now. Currently, it is 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 22.2 degrees Celsius. Now, that is without the humidity, but it is very hot and humid here in Missouri. So with the humidity, it is, believe it or not, 96 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 35.6 degrees Celsius for those of you who live outside of the United States. So currently here in Missouri, for those of you outside of the U.S., It is 35.6 degrees Celsius with the humidity. So that should give you an idea how hot it really is. And I basically said, screw it. I'm not working outside right now. But we'll go out, we'll take a look at the bike project, we'll go down to Project Spirit. And if Project Lena gets home in time, if my wife gets Project Lena home in time, we'll go out and we'll take a look at her. Get you caught up to speed, Mike. You're going to absolutely love both cars. Again, it is a DIY channel, but we also do DIY romance. And we do a lot of stuff on this channel. We have a lot of fun. And on Thursday nights, we talk about sobriety. Friday nights, we do romantic cooking. And currently, we have decided that initially we were going to do a lot of Mexican food on Friday nights. We are just changing it to a Food Friday. Well, we're doing a bicycle project. Oh yeah, yeah. This is one of the T-shirts that I'll wear to car shows when we're showing Project Spirit and Project Lena. So let me get y'all caught up to speed. All right. Currently, right now, like I said, it's way too hot for me to do anything outside. So I just said, screw it. We're going to come in. We're going to have an unboxing episode. And we picked up some new stuff. But I'm going to kind of wait till everyone, till about the 10-minute marker. So you guys know I usually wait about 10, 15 minutes into the stream before we actually start getting super serious. Currently, right now, I'm making a pot of coffee because, you guys know how I am about my coffee. I love my coffee. But it is way, way, way too hot to work outside. And of course, along with that, we're going to talk about some things that I've learned the past couple weeks because you guys spoke, yeah, love that hot weather. Again, for those of you who do not know, currently right now, it is actually about 90 degrees outside, and that's in Fahrenheit. Oh, awesome, Mike. You go right ahead, brother. But currently, to give you an idea, outside right now, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, Queen. So 90 degrees Fahrenheit, for those of you, again, in other countries that use Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit is actually 32.2 degrees Celsius, give or take, a few points there, if you will. So that should give you an idea. 32, so about 32 degrees Celsius. But with the humidity, it's 90 degrees. Well, 96 degrees Fahrenheit, 96 degrees, which actually equates to almost 36 degrees Celsius outside. So, thank you, Queen. Appreciate that. For those who do not know, Miss Queen Bee is our dear friend and our refugee from Twitch. I am doing fantastic. We went out early this morning and we got the oil changed on Project Spirit. We're going to go down in a minute. I kind of do. Mike Gaming is fairly new to the channel. And Mike Gaming, if you will do us the honor, since you now have a wrench, do us a big, big, big flavor and drop the link to your channel in the live stream so we can all find you and help properly support you. Okay? That's one of the benefits of being a Maverick mechanic is you could drop links to your channel, or if you know somebody who needs support, be sure to drop the link to their channel in the chat as well so we can go find them. Okay? Yeah, we got it changed out and she's running pretty smooth. I cannot get over how well she's running. Here in just a bit to get Mike Gaming up to speed, we're going to go out. We're going to do a quick walk around of Project Spirit. And if Project Lena gets home before the end of the live stream, we're going to go out and we're going to do a quick walk around of her with all the changes we've made. Yeah. Sean was in the morning stream and he was there for a little while, but then I think his internet started acting up because he didn't say a whole lot. We did the, the camera stand joke, but he didn't get as excited as he normally does. And he got to see the new spoiler alert joke. He loved that. He thought that was great. So there's that. Right. So I knew it gets really hot down there in Australia. I know it gets really hot down there. Um, but here in Missouri, but you guys got a little bit of desert in Australia, so that's to kind of be expected. Here in Missouri, you don't get that dry heat like you do in Australia. You get that nasty, humid heat like you're in a jungle. And as a matter of fact, oh, you're waiting on your new computer? Freaking sweet. I love new stuff. I love new stuff. So currently, right now, I'm just waiting for the coffee pot to kind of finish perking a little bit. I'm gonna go in and get a cup of coffee. I'm gonna dump 6 tons of my simple sugar in there to upset Queen Bee. Then we'll come back here in the office and do an unboxing of some new stuff. There you go. Just like that. Mike Gaming, be sure to drop the link like that. Or at least to one of your favorite videos from your channel. Or a live stream that you've done. So that's one of them things, okay? Get right in there and have some fun. We are doing an unboxing for the bicycle project, and we're doing a mild unboxing for Project Spirit. So expect that in this live stream. We have some new stuff that we picked up earlier today, and if Princess Faye gets home in time, we'll definitely be able to show you one of the new items for the new angle grinder, which now gets us ready to begin doing the work to Project Spirit, that body work, which I know all of you are just as excited as I am. Ice cream, yeah, I love ice cream. I love ice cream. Ice cream doesn't like my blood sugar, but I love ice cream. Matter of fact, my favorite thing in the whole wide world is to have a root beer float. There's nothing like a root beer float. You get A&W root beer, and you get a frosty mug, which I actually have my own mug to frost. For those who do not know, Queen Bee gets real motherly and real protective over dear old Prince Magnum. She watches out for me. When Princess Faye is not around, Princess Faye being my wife, watches very closely, keeps a close eye on me, make sure I don't get into too much trouble. And because of that, I tease her. Princess Faye is at work right now. I think she's getting ready to head home, and she's got to pick up the new sanding disc. And yeah, someone has to. Yeah, that's true. And Queen Bee actually watches to make sure that my blood sugar isn't dropping. And I always tease her when oh, real quick, Queen, if you're wondering what I ate, well, earlier today I had a Frito chili pie with shredded cheese on top. And then a little while ago, I decided to basically start eating spoonfuls of sugar. And then I started washing it down with my simple sugar that I made the other day. Yeah, just start washing it down like that. Teasing. She's gonna yell at me and say, "You're not funny." I'm waiting for her to come back at that telling me you're not funny while everybody else is laughing. For those who do not know, I'm because of my alcoholism, I kind of turned myself diabetic. I have hypoglycemia. My blood sugar has a tendency to drop low, and eating complex sugars, not even long. Oh my gosh. Yep. Not even. I told you. I knew exactly how she was going to handle that. Um, and again, with me being diabetic, I have to take care of myself. And because of the excessive drinking that I did back in the day, I was going to become a diabetic, but it sped the process up. Okay. So that's just where that stands. Unfortunate. So I have to take care of me. And we're finding that hubby's working on his truck. To have him send some pictures into the Discord. I want to see what he's doing. I want to see what he's building. I want to see what he's working on. For those that do not know, Miss Queen Bee is again our refugee from Twitch, and she's a sweet gal. She's one of the finest ladies, one of the finest ladies to grace the Maverick Nation. She's one of our finest lady Mavericks, and she's a good gal through and through. I wish the world was more had more ladies like Queen Bee. She's a sweet sweet woman. Been a busy bee. There you go. And Mike Gaming, I met him in Ian's live stream yesterday. What's going on, Gavin John? Gavin John, another one of the finest in the Maverick Nation. My goodness, we got a good crowd coming in tonight. It's Sunday night here at Prince Magnum Channel HQ. Oh, you got it, baby. Thank you. I love you, dear. Do not know, Faye Rue is my beautiful, gorgeous, lovely wife, the most beautiful woman in the world next to my daughters. And I consider myself one of the most blessed men in the world to have the beautiful wife that I do. And I'm not just saying that because she's here. I try to remind her all the time that she's a very special, wonderful woman. I'm telling y'all right now. Oh, you got it. Oh, got it with my rewards card. Sweet. There you go again. Yeah. I'm thinking she got it through AutoZone because I buy a lot of stuff through AutoZone. Oh yeah, that's good coffee. Oh yeah. I needed that. It needs a lot of my simple shirt. No, I'm teasing. Yep. So I have, again, for those that do not know, yeah, I like free stuff too. Again, for those that do not know, along with my beautiful, lovely wife being in here, we also have Mike Gaming, who I met in Ian's live stream the other day. Where is Ian? He's usually here by now. You're eating chocolate? I could go for some chocolate. Okay. Let me get you all caught up. We did a lot of work to the bicycle project yesterday. We are a lot further. But without that sanding wheel, it's just, I'm running into problems. Along with that, we're also looking at, along with that, we're also looking at doing, what? No chocolate for me? Oh, that's just wrong. No. I get chocolate too. I just can't have that much. I got small portions. I'm a chocoholic, and you're telling me, and no, that's not right. You can't do that to me. Gavin John. And Gavin John is another one. He's been playing this game called Knives Out. And I've not seen anybody else do it. He says that other people have been streaming it, but I don't think that those other people have the personality that Gavin John does. Oh shoot, yeah, I gotta have my chocolate now. But Gavin John really puts on a good show. And again, I met Mike Gaming. There you go, Mike. Appreciate that. That's Mike Gaming, or Mike G as we call him. And Mike G, I met him in Ian's live stream. We probably crossed paths before. I just don't remember because I had that stroke and I'm old. So it's just one of them things. But I'll tell you what, from what I could see that Mike Gaming does, he's hands down, bar none, an amazing guy. Good, good quality personality. I really enjoyed listening to him and Ian talk. And I mean, just good people through and through. And of course, anybody who's a friend of Ian's is definitely a friend of ours. So we are more than glad to roll out. Well, I know you're not much older than me, Chairman. You're not much older than me, even though I don't look that old. Yeah, CRS. Can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. All right. So you guys ready to see some unboxing? We're ready to unbox some stuff. Yeah, she got vacation time coming up. All right, let's talk about this. This is an actual bike starter kit that basically will help the new bike project. And let's go over it because everything's kind of right out in front. No, not car parts yet. But we've got some car stuff, but not parts. We're still waiting on the new parts to come in for Project Spirit and Project Lena. Them jerks are taking forever. They're pissing me off. But no, this is new bike parts. We got this new starter kit, okay, with new lights that also work as reflectors. Basically, this is the headlamp that I could take off and use as a flashlight. You too, Mike G. Thank you for being in here. Appreciate that. And appreciate you coming in. And before you take off, if you hadn't hit the like button, would you do so for me? All right. So right here is a brand new headlight that I can also use as a flashlight too. Also has the flashing function, which is very helpful. It uses AAA batteries. So, you guys know that's a good thing. Over here, we've got a tail light that basically it also has a flashing function, uses AAAs as well. So basically, all I got to do is keep the batteries changed, and these will last me forever and a day. And then up here, we have appreciate that, Mike. Then right here, we have an actual tire pump that'll mount to the bike. So if I have a flat or anything like that, I can actually pump up basically take it off the bike, hook it onto one of the tires, pump it up, and we're good to go. Along with that, it comes with a brand new bike lock. So if I'm somewhere and I need to lock up the bike, right there, ready to go. And this one uses a key instead of the combination. So now I have more keys. Then it also comes with a sports bottle setup so I could carry water and go on long biking trips now. So this entire setup cost me about $23 after taxes. So this is a brand new setup basically that I picked up from Walmart today. It was on rollback, which means that they are eliminating that particular item off of their shelf. It evidently wasn't selling, so this is a real good buy for the bike project. So now we are better. Basically, once the bike is done, we can mount all of this stuff. Oh, you want one of the locking? Yeah, it'd be a little bit easier. But once this is all set up, Princess Faye and I will be able to do regular bike rides. Basically meaning that we can go out, ride the bikes, and Prince Magnum can get back into shape for that one-off exhibition that we're looking at doing later on this year. Okay. Well, we'll be glad when he gets here. Ian's a good guy. Ian's a really good guy. Fantastic friend. Deloge Walmart had it. We were in there earlier today, and we picked up a few odds and ends. Ironically enough, we also picked up, to get ready to begin doing the body work, we picked up some self-etching Rust-Oleum primer, okay? This is going to be important because we're taking Project Spirit back to the bare metal on all of her body panels, okay? What? I had promised I was going to do it. We're going to go out there. We're going to dump the clutch. We're going to go 60 miles an hour in less than an eighth of a mile. And we're going to shut her down before we run off the road. And it's done. It's only a one-off, okay? Not like I'm going to do this every day, even though it would be fun. but I know better. Talk to the hand. But anyhow, so we got another can of primer. Now, between now and when we begin, we're going to be stocking up on the self-etching primer for Project Spirit. This is going to be important because what it does is once this primer gets on there, you take some steel wool, lightly scuff that primer, and she's ready for paint. Okay, but I'm going to tell you all right now an important secret about primer. There are some guys that will paint their car, will prime their car, and they won't go any further. They won't touch it with paint after that. Primer is porous, and the rust will start again. So we don't want that. So immediately, as I'm probably going to be, when I go to take vacation, that is when it's all going to start happening. Basically, leading up to my vacation time, what we will do is we'll basically, start some of the body work, start, filling in, pounding out dents and things like that, which we're going to start soon on that anyways. And that sort of thing, which I got to pick up more body putty. We've got some back there, but we need more. So now, once the primer gets on there, then it's, going through the next steps and getting ready. And then during that vacation week, dump the clutch. During that week, we'll basically be kind of bringing it up. And then hopefully by the end of the week, in one day, we're going to actually hit Project Spirit with her final paint job. So that is the plan. We're kind of shooting for that. But basically right now, between now and that time, we're going to be basically setting up the big paint project. Got the burps. I'm drinking coffee. It makes me burp a lot or something. I don't know. Okay, so that is that. Now, to help us with that old paint, we needed more. Y'all calm down. The cap's on. I haven't taken the cap off yet. So, if you will, the safety is still on. We're okay. Everyone calm down. We got more aircraft remover. Relax. The cap is on tight. Don't worry about any explosions. It's okay. Cap's on tight. So we picked all of that up. Now, earlier last week, we picked up the brand new angle grinder. We needed the new angle grinder so I could, basically, so we could begin. You drink coffee too? That's what's up. This will help with grinding down the welds, and it will also help when it comes time to doing the sanding. We're also going to need this for the bike project. Doing the sand, the removing all of the paint off the bike project. It'll make things so much faster. So much faster. So we needed those sanding wheels, and we'll be able to get that down to the bare metal. But basically, we got a pretty decent one. It's not nothing to write home to mama about, but it'll do the job. It's just got to last through Project Spirit, and Project Lena. After that, I'm not worried. I don't know if we'll probably do some vehicles after that, but then by then, I imagine the channel will be a whole lot bigger then. Oh yeah. So that's our angle grinder. Now, this comes with discs that you can change in and out, like cutting wheels and things like that. Hey, honey. So, and the wheel. What? What you got? You home? Gosh, I hope you are home. I've been missing you all day. But basically, in a nutshell, we'll be able to use this for cutting metal. What? Just tell me. And we'll be able to use it for sanding. We'll be able to use it for grinding well. Oh my God. Queen Bee, I love you. You're a dear friend to us all. Oh my gosh. And of course, Queen Bee's like a sister to me. She's a dear friend. She's like she's my sibling, not and of course, my beautiful wife, who I can't live without. And there you go. I loved you too, babe. I loved you. Actually, I think it'll be better on the other side for me. There we go. And that is our new angle grinder. And of course, somewhere in this over there is our drill. So that is the plan. That is the plan. Basically, we're looking at getting more done. So we've got more aircraft remover. They changed the label. And we got some more sub. Yeah. And we got some more primer. We have some 2-in-1 stage primer that we're going to probably use on the bike because I want to use it up and get it out of the office. But that's pretty much it. We also have the new paint gun. We've still got the new GPS trackers that are on the way from Wish. We also are looking at getting some new seat covers for Project Lena. Project Lena needs new seat covers. So I showed Princess Faye the ones that I was looking at, and she was like, oh, I love them. So we're looking at that. Let's see. That's pretty much just about it for the new stuff. So that is where we stand. And now to give you all a heads up, now that we've talked about all of this, and again, if Princess Faye will be home soon, and as soon as she gets home, I'll show you guys the sanding disc. We'll mount it on there, kind of start getting it ready, and then come Tuesday, we're going to dive into one of the projects again. I don't think we're quite ready to start tearing into Project Spirit and doing her body work. We're going to try to live stream as much of that as possible. And I know we're pretty well going to start kind of at the front, because once we get the front done, kind of get everything mounted back into place and everything, we're going to start kind of where, like, on a weekend, like on a Saturday, we're going to yank a fender off, redo do the body work there. She is the best of the best. I'm telling you. So, real quick update. We did find a brand new automatic transmission for Project Spirit. Project Spirit's going away from the manual. I got to contact the guy. I'll probably holler at him tomorrow after work, because you guys know that tomorrow is just kind of a production day. I understand. Believe me. Whew, I'm lucky I can get what I do here. You say snow leopard, but you're my cute little minx. Yeah, I said that in the live stream. I still, for the record, I still flirt with my wife. Now, if Ian was in here right now for the new Food Friday, we're going to start looking at trying to do some surviving romance cooking episodes. From around the world and enjoying foods from around the world. Now, there is one that we have done here on the channel, but we're going to change the recipe up just a little bit for you all. We're going to do fish and chips this coming Friday. Picked up all this stuff. We are ready to go. I'm going to make fish and chips this Friday. Deep fried, golden brown, and delicious. And we're going to have fish and chips. As a matter of fact, no, you're my cute little minx. As a matter of fact, I was gonna say if Ian was in here, he'd be going nuts because when I said fish and chips, he got really, really excited. For those wonderful folks that are across the pond in other parts, over. Oh, you're gonna be over? Okay, we'll keep the front door open for you, Queen. We'll keep the front door open. Um, um, where was I? So we're gonna make fish and chips this Saturday. There is a couple more things that I do want to pick up tomorrow from Dollar Tree. Um, Probably about three to actually, if Queen and TFZ Gaming are going to be over, I might have to, get enough to set up four. Hey, I love fish and chips too. Um, so we're gonna do that definitely this Friday. Black Hearts. I used to be a black-hearted son of a. Anyhow, that was another time in another place. Today, I'm too busy chasing after my wife. Yeah. Uh, so, um, so Princess Faye and I talked about that. So let's do fish and chips. She's like, I would love fish and chips. I really shouldn't with my diet, but so I even picked up one of my favorite things to have with fish and chips. Let's go take a walk. It is an unboxing episode, right? Let's take a walk. And when Ian's in here, we'll explain it to him. Dang it. I'm teasing him. I love my boy Ian. He's a good guy. Real good guy. Think the world of him. But we picked up some malt vinegar. Malt vinegar for the fish and chips. Over here in the fridge, we've got our fish right over here, frozen, and somewhere in this cluster, and we got some frozen French fries. Where's the meows at? I don't know where they're at. Hang on. Where's my? I know where they're at. No, I don't know where. Oh. Hey, Taver. This is my buddy Taver. He's one of my best friends. He takes care of me. He takes care of me when I have post-traumatic flashbacks. He's been with us, about 6 years now. It's okay, buddy. So he's actually a service cat. You do? Okay. Give me a minute and we'll fix that up. But yeah. This is Taver. He got a shriveled up ear. He had a horrible, horrible thing go on with his ear and it shriveled it up, but he's all healed up from that whole mess. He does have pretty eyes. I don't know how well you can see it, but he actually has his own heart on his side. He literally has his own. There you go, Tabor. Thank you. Actually, I think it made it worse, but it's okay, buddy. Oh, and he doesn't mind belly scratches. He doesn't mind belly scratches. He's a big boy, too. Yeah, he don't mind belly rubs. Here, don't let him fool you. Look at this. But he really likes it when you scratch under his chin. That's his thing. And behind the ears, oh, buddy. And like this one messed as much, but he doesn't, he won't get too mad at you. All righty. All right, Tabor. Did you enjoy your camera time, buddy? You enjoy your camera time? No. He doesn't like to bite. He's a really gentle cat. As a matter of fact, we were doing the laser light thing, and he was going after it when he was a lot younger. He's about 6 years old. Actually, closer to 7. 7 years now. Cats are actually lactose intolerant, but he'll eat anything. He likes to eat potato chips. He likes his potato chips. And French fries. He loves French fries. He's almost 7 years old now. Got him when he was a kitten. He was actually a stray kitten. I knew he was about 7. Yeah, yeah. But when he was real young, he would his mates around. Galaxy, she's somewhere. Galaxy likes to hide regularly. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, Galaxy. Come here. There she is. She's feeling antisocial right now. She's like, no, I'm feeling camera shy. I'm feeling very camera shy. Yep, that was in on Princess Faye's profile pic. The picture is of Galaxy when she was a little bitty kitten, and she hasn't gotten much bigger. She's still a little bitty. She's a teeny tiny little kitten. She's what Galaxy is now. Yep, no camera. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want to do it today. She just doesn't feel like being bothered. She's like, nope, don't feel like it. But yeah, Tabor's 7. we got him when he was actually a stray cat, and a friend of mine found him, and you had to be careful because he would steal your food. He was stray, for so long. He'd eat anything back then. Um, so he still kind of does. He likes French fries, potato chips, and it's like, buddy, you're not supposed to eat stuff like that, you know. And but he doesn't care. He likes his friend. You come home with fresh French fries, lightly salted. He goes down on it. He goes down on it. Loves his French fries. Maybe that's what we. But if someone asked if he was, if he bites or anything like that, no. Believe it or not, when he was still a kitten, even before he was fixed, we had this one day where Princess Faye had out the laser light and was going. He was going all over the place and kind of attacking the different just different stuff. Well, she shined the light up on my leg, and he started to go, and then he stopped, seeing that red dot on my leg, and he's kind of lowered his head and started meowing really, really sad like because he was afraid that I was going to get hurt, but he was afraid to attack it and didn't know what to do. So he was in a quandary. He didn't know what to do. And I'm like, you better get that light off of me. He doesn't know what to do. He wants that thing off of me, but he's yeah. Yeah, he started letting out this really sad meow like he was scared for me because that red dot, he knew he had to kill it. That's all he knew is he had to kill that red dot. And um, you know, he did not handle that well. So he so that should give you an idea how gentle he is. He's our gentle big cat. He's a good boy. Wouldn't have him any other way. I say boy, but doggone, he's getting up there now. He's 7 years old. Which Galaxy now is what, about four now? Oh yeah, yeah. Um, he'll come and if he thinks there's anything wrong with me, he'll come and lay. He does even with Princess Faye. If he thinks anything's wrong with us, he'll come and lay with us. Make sure that we're okay. He'll lay with us to make sure we're okay, and that's what Tabor does. He's he's about gentle as you can get, for a cat. Uh, I always tease said we got the greatest guard cat in the world. You break in here, he'll cuddle you to death. No, no, I know better than no. But when I have PTSD flashbacks, he'll come and lay with me. He'll come and lay with me and try to bring me back to reality. Um, while I'm dealing with that flashback. So he actually is a true on service cap for me. He knows when I'm having flashbacks and he'll come try to take care of me. That's it. That's his thing. He knew. And he was doing that when he was a kitten. So real quick, Mr. Cartoon asked to trade this around. So we are going to do just that. We're going to start with, where is he? That's Bucky. All right. All righty. The moderators are switched around now. But that could, so Mr. Cartoon is no longer a member of the Maverick Mechanics, but he is still welcome to be here at any time he chooses. And Analysis Mayor, you have his wrench, and I will, I have full confidence that you will watch my back as a Maverick mechanic. This is the first time we've ever had to do that. where we had to swap around the wrenches, but hey, it happens. Sometimes things change and you can't be there for a person like you meant to be, and you need to go and do what you need to do, and that is when he's ready. When he's ready, we'll look at that down the road. Okay? So Mr. Cartoon, I know he needs to go take his time away and kind of relax. So, but yeah, at a later date when he's feeling that he needs to go, when he's ready to come back and do what he needs to do. I had a funny feeling that this might come up after we kind of talked a little bit, that sort of thing. So now that we have handled all of that, ooh, we got stuffs. Okay, now, hi, honey. Hi, honey.
This is mine.
That is yours?
That's a bell pepper.
Oh, it's bell pepper.
This is yours.
Ooh, an extension cord.
An outdoor 25-foot hyper tough extension cord. If that don't do the job, nothing will.
I understand. Okay, so now we have the new extension cord for whenever T-Bone brings over. This cord will be able to help make sure that enough power gets to that welder so it can do its job. So perfect. We needed this. What else you got?
This was the only one left on the wall.
Where was this at?
AutoZone.
AutoZone. Perfect.
This is the only thing I could find. Guy said that it should work with just about any grinder.
Perfect. Which it should. Okay. This is the sanding wheel that we definitely needed. This is a ceramic. Ooh. So it should hold up for a long time. All right. Let me give you all a rundown here.
One more thing for you.
Ooh, what do you got? What do you got?
If you can promise me that you won't purposely, because I know you've done it before to piss me off.
I know what that is, yes.
Swallow it. You can have one. There's 3 in here.
Okay.
I can get it all in.
All right, so we have the new sanding disc from our friends at AutoZone. Which one? Deloge? Mm-hmm. Okay, this sanding disc is actually from our friends over at Deloge AutoZone. Now, what this will allow us to do...
There you go. I got a flavor I wanted, but
you know I'm not going to complain.
You don't really care about flavor.
I got chewing gum!
I thought maybe it would be a good idea for me to have some gum to keep me from snacking, so that I can successfully do my diet.
Now, this particular sanding disc is designed to hold up for a long time. As a matter of fact, I had a lot of welders suggest this.
Told you I was going to get the good stuff.
There you go. And you can definitely tell Princess Faye wants me to do the dishes.
I don't want you to do the dishes.
Okay.
I'm going to go start working on my kitchen project.
Good deal. Good deal. So you're taking some time away and getting you lined out. That's important. That's important. Now, this is what we needed for the bike project to make things go a lot faster. We also needed this for Project Spirit to make things go a lot faster. So when we hit this, when we start hitting that old paint with this, it's going to come off extremely fast. It's going to be really quick. Yes, we have a bike project. We have a bicycle project here on the channel. So let's go ahead and get the new wheel mounted. So Tuesday when we come back live, we have been the last couple of days. Mal?
Just turn the camera so they can see her. I know they were wanting to see her earlier. She thinks you're going to turn that on.
Here.
She's like, no, the camera's on me.
I've thought about doing movie reviews, but not really my thing. I mean, there is one movie that I do want to review, a couple of them actually, but for historical purposes. There's that lock. We're set to go. So we could actually begin, if it wasn't so dang hot, we could begin now. Mm-hmm.
It seems a little loose. What's loose in there?
Oh, it's that pivot shit. Oh, that's going to have to be tighter. I'll be darned.
I can take it for you while you do your thing.
Okay. You have fun with that.
Give me the finger.
Anyhow, right? So there we have it. You know, the.
Mommy, get it out of me.
You do.
Ow!
I like that. Keep your finger relaxed.
Going back to work.
Okay, we had to put Sexy Saturday on hold this past week, but if I remember correctly, this coming Saturday, it's back on.
Mm-hmm. I'm bleeding. I'm not doing this. There you go. Have fun. I want to go cut jalapeno.
Ah, no, you're not. Not with that cut on your finger, you doofus.
Figure it out. It's better than doing that.
I don't know what I'm going to do with her some days.
Love me unconditionally.
Yeah, I will.
Here.
Ooh.
You'll get it. You're smart. Just don't touch it like I did. It's dangerous.
Money's my tip.
Your tip. You're fine.
Here's the tip. Don't eat crackers. Anyhow.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Yep. The tip for the day. Don't eat yellow snow.
Don't eat yellow snow ever.
So now we are set for the next part of the project. We're going to break this out and use this on both the bike project, which we're going to get ready to go out and take a look at so you guys can see where we are on the bike project. For those who need to get caught up. And we'll go out and we'll take a look at Project Spirit. And Mr. Cartoon, I don't think you got to see what has been done to Project Lena. Project Lena went through some changes. If Ian was here right now, he would be going absolutely berserk because he really enjoyed that. He really had a lot of fun watching that happen. I know Queen Bee enjoyed that. She's wanting to do the same thing to her hubby's vehicle. Something similar. So we had a lot of fun working on the cars. Again, it is just too hot outside right now. I'm like, screw this. I said, we're staying in today. So we've got an unboxing. We've got the new spray gun, the brand new spray gun to try out. Yes, we have thought about that, but I need some practice. I'm out of practice on makeup. I'm out of practice big time on doing makeup. So that is a thing. We have talked about that. I just need to get some practice in. But yes, I've thought about it. Because you guys might actually be surprised. When I worked in nursing homes, I would sometimes have to do the makeup for some of our little old ladies, and they always enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, there was one lady I did her makeup, took her up to the dining room after getting her makeup. She'd had a stroke years prior, and um, she'd had a stroke years prior, and couldn't move one of her arms. She was trying to do her makeup, and it just wasn't working out. She couldn't even see out of one of her eyes. She was in real bad shape with it. Well, she fought and fought, and just fought. She fought to basically, to do her makeup one day, and it just was not working out. And the guy, one of the charge nurse on duty, noticed, and she went and pulled the aide off the hall and said, "Could you help her with her makeup?" And he's like, "I don't know diddly squat about makeup, but I know who does." And he came and got me because at that time I was doing goth makeup a lot back then. So then I came in, I said, "Okay, hold up a second, we're going to do this." And I went through and did her makeup and got her all dolled up, took her up to the dining room, and well, the charge nurse came up, looked, said, "Amazing job, amazing job." And so I took her up to the dining room for supper, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, I love your makeup. It looks so good." And she started, you know, Kiss is not a goth band. They're just hard rock. They just did the makeup thing as kind of their signature, just something they were doing. As a matter of fact, it was kind of, if you ever hear the story, it was just kind of something that just kind of happened, you know. And then they came up with the idea of the makeup kind of masking who they were. And Gene Simmons basically explained it. Who do you want, Clark Kent or Superman? Which that made sense. Um, so that is kind of the thing. So now that we've talked about that, so there we have it. We are now that much closer to getting the projects done. So let's go take a look at the bike project and get everyone caught up to speed who has not had a chance to see the bike project. So we have this particular kit is for the bike project. So let's take a walk-see. Let's go walking real quick. Actually, we're going to take that with us too, because I'm going to do something I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to because I can. We needed some more aircraft remover, so we have new aircraft remover. We got all the new primers. You guys like the blue light to the living room? Isn't that neat? It is still freaking sweltering hot out here. All right. This is the bike project. All the shiny parts that you see, we have reconditioned ourselves. I've got to get yep. Still got to get the old bike pedals off. And got to finish stripping the paint. Got to recondition the chain. Get basically there's a few more pieces that have to be removed. And we got to get down to the pedal assembly. And once we do that, once we get down there and get into that pedal assembly, we'll be able to grease the bearings and everything. We've still got to get brand new tires yet and clean up the wheels and all that good stuff. So we are getting closer. So it looks a lot better. And it's still not 100% happy with that dent there, but it does look better. It's a lot better than it was. And like I said, all the pieces that you see there have been reconditioned. Now, I kind of touched it up here with the wire wheel, and I just wasn't happy. And I realized that that we're definitely going to have to take and strip the paint with the sanding wheel. It'll go a lot faster with that sanding wheel, and we'll use less product with that sanding wheel. And there you go. Hi, Galaxy. Galaxy. So there you have it. Oh, now you want pets? Now you want pets? There we go. So that is the bike project. We needed those. We needed some of that stuff, and the self-etching primer. We definitely. We definitely needed. What do you want? We definitely needed for the upcoming project work here on the channel, because once the body work begins, I do not want to stop. We want to get it all taken care of. We also need to pick up. We need to pick up more body putty, and probably some tougher sandpaper, because sandpaper I've got is fine for light projects, not for what we're about to do. Because we're going to have to take it down to the bare metal. We're going to have to build up some of those dents with a little bit of body putty. Nothing too crazy. You don't want any more than 1/8 of an inch thick, and even then, that's a little thick on body putty. And a lot of people oftentimes make the mistake of calling body putty Bondo. And that always gets on my nerves because there are other types of body putty out there. You don't often think of them. Bondo is the brand that 3M does, and it's the most common of all the body putties, but there are other types of body putty out there. There's more than just that. So calling body putty automatically Bondo is not, it isn't proper. Kind of like that whole crock pot thing that Harrison keeps teasing me about. Not all, that actually gets on my nerves like nobody's business. We did the oil change to Project Spirit earlier. We do need to still finish a change. We need to change her alternator belt, which we're probably going to have to wait till later on this week. We may actually have to wait till next weekend and do it early in the morning Saturday, is what it looks like it's going to have to be. Then along with that, we do need to grease all the fittings underneath Project Spirit, which, believe it or not, even though the sun's going down, it is still ridiculously hot. I've got for tomorrow. Right. Oh, he loves to get me with that. Princess Faye is still kind of touching up the work that we did on Project Lena. Project Lena is actually due for an oil change soon, which we'll be doing some stuff to her, with her on her oil change that'll help make her run real smooth. Clear up some of that lifter clatter that I'm not happy with. All the American V6s and 4-cylinders, from all the big three, all have a nasty habit that at around 100,000 to 150,000, they start getting this lifter clatter. Well, Lena started that at around 160,000 miles. She started getting this lifter clatter, and she sounds kind of rough at times. And like in the heat, you can hear it a little bit more. So we need to try to clear that up a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking some Marvels will clear that up. So we're gonna probably, when we do the oil change, we're gonna add in a little bit of Marvels, and that should clear it up a little bit. Engine flush on her at this point wouldn't be worth it, because there's no sludge to get out of there. You can look in those valve covers all day. You're not going to find any sludge. We take care of our cars to that point. Same thing with Project Spirit. You will not find an ounce of sludge inside those heads. And I've seen some vehicles where you'll pull the valve cover and you could just see the sludge. It's actually built up where the valve cover was. to that point. And it's like, how does this engine even run? You know, and that's just oil sludge from people not taking care of their vehicles, you know. So we have the bike project to tackle this week. So I know Tuesday and Wednesday will definitely be probably on the bike projects because I'm somewhat shaded here on the balcony. And so we're going to continue there. We're got to get it stripped down to the bare metal. I got to get that one piece out of the center. It is just too hot to work out here right now. As it is, I'm about to burn up. So we're going to go back in the office. I'm going to cool down for a few, and we're going to come back out and take a look at Project Spirit. Thursday is still Sober Talk. So we're definitely going to be live for Sober Talk. And real quick, make sure that everything is still hunky-dory. So we will definitely be live for Sober Talk Thursday as usual. Friday is a food Friday. We're doing fish and chips this Friday. Ian was asking for something English. We are going to do something English. Just for Ian, because you know when he asks for something like that, that's like, yeah, man, we'll definitely do it. And Princess Faye loves who's after me, huh? Well, you know. It's freaking hot out here still. So and then Friday we're gonna start tackling. So that is the plan. Friday is a food Friday. Yeah, and we'll go down to the project cars. As soon as he gets here. I don't care if I've had enough time to cool off or not. And then I'll tell him again that this Friday is fish and chips. So you guys got to see all the ingredients and everything. Well, and almost all the ingredients. I know I need to do onion rings again at some time. Yeah, baby. Okay. Well, I'm out here smoking. Do you want me to finish smoking first or come in now? Uh-oh. We'll come back to that. Yeah, freezer's packed. We got a lot of food to go through. All right, I'm bringing us all in.
You're gonna laugh at me.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It's what's been done to me. I have a really bad itch right here. Will you please scratch? Up, right here. Behind the ear.
She's working on something. Better?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Okay.
Lifesaver.
Blue light. Ooh, spooky. Spooky blue light. Okay. So now that we've covered that, Sexy Saturday is back on, and it's going to be a Boy George themed Sexy Saturday. We're probably even going to break my rule of no, of not doing the music that. What are you working on, baby? Well, just put it in the chat. Well, then just tell me. Oh, Princess Faye is making me some jalapeno jelly. She's trying her hand at it, and she's not like me and does the experimenting out in the open. But, and then Saturday morning, we'll work on the cars. It'll have to be early, like today was. And then we have Sexy Saturday, a Boy George themed Sexy Saturday. And Sunday will be more work to one of the projects. We might, weather permitting, we might go live for a long while and try to get something done. Somewhere, never heard of that? That's all right, neither have I. But we're going to try it. But that is the plan right now as it stands. Project Spirit is going to have more work done to her throughout the week. Most of it's going to be based on just maintaining her. Mint jelly. I've heard of mint jelly. So that is the plan. That we're just looking at doing the. Oh, you want some? Okay. We'll keep the front door open. And we're going to continue on the bike project for the rest of the week. So weather permitting, we'll work on the cars because, like I said, I know you guys don't want me to just freaking drown in sweat out here. And when more of the stuff comes in for the cars, we'll do unboxing throughout because we're supposed to be expecting all sorts of stuff coming this week. And I'm getting ready to place orders for more stuff throughout the week. That's the plan. Let's see. And somewhere in this, we got to pick up a new oil filter for Project Lena, and we'll actually compare the sizes of the filters. I know this morning, when I showed off the filter that goes on Project Spirit, you were like, good God, that's a huge freaking filter. Yeah. That's no question about it. That's just the way they did it. Now, I know sometime throughout the week, sometime here in the near future, I do want to come out and do a live stream where Princess Faye is in control of the camera equipment, and I'm going to walk you around the projects and actually show where they have similarities and where they have differences, and that sort of thing.
I'm getting ready to start the blender, so I'm going to shut this door so I don't interfere with it.
Okay. But that is the plan, that we're going to basically kind of tackle. I've thought about actually doing that as edited content, which that could still be a thing, where we kind of do a walk around of the comparison of the two vehicles. Which I think you guys would really enjoy. I know Queen does like Project Lena, but she also likes Project Spirit. And sometime we're actually going to put a kind of another, I'll post a couple pictures of the two cars together, and you guys will vote on them again, kind of getting an idea of what you guys are enjoying and what you're, that sort of thing. I know you're on the fence. Yeah. I noticed a lot of people are kind of on the fence with the cars. They like both, and that is fine by me. That's totally fine, honey. You haven't started yet. I need to get one of my packs real quick.
Why don't you just take one of these?
I did, but they're a little too harsh for me right now.
Oh, okay.
So I just want one of mine.
Yeah, fine.
That carton's empty, like the inside of my head. Here, could you give me a hand here? I'm trying to hold just rip it open. Tear it open. So that is the plan right now as it stands. Basically, Food Friday, and I'm going to start looking at foods from around the world, which I know you guys will enjoy. We might even try to do a kebab episode. Again, I say again, I did one. I've just never released the video footage. Yeah, I keep them in the freezer to keep them from staling. It keeps them from getting stale. The only bad thing is they're hard to light when they first come out of the freezer. That's the only bad thing. Oh, you don't want to come out, Galaxy. You don't want to come out. Actually, yeah, you do. Come on out. You're killing me. Okay. And then, so basically it's going to be another DIY week with a couple of them where we're kind of just sitting down and kind of chilling out. So that is the game plan. But we got a lot done to the bike project. A lot of done. But it is just too hot for me to get out here and work. And without that sanding wheel, it would have been about pointless. Um, so kind of expect throughout the week that there's going to be primer hitting. There's going to be primer hitting the bikes. Hitting the bike, and we got to throw out another bike project. Got a couple parts to take off of it and put on the new bike because Princess Faye has a totally different bike in there. So that old bike can go away. So we're going to take it for scrap along with some other stuff later this week. That is actually something that we do is we recycle. We'll take in scrap metal, which my job actually has. We'll talk about that another time. But that is the game plan as we get closer with Project Spirit. We're now at that stage where we could just about begin moving panels and starting to actually dive into the work. Now, real quick, Think Different was kind of, not Think Different, Third Gen 83 was telling me that sometime in the near future, he's going to be sending something else for Project Spirit. He didn't tell me what. And I keep saying, oh, God, please don't let it be a grabber grill because those are expensive now. You're talking about $400 expensive for a factory grabber grill. But, I mean, if he does it, I'll put it in. No problem. Son of a gun. So we have more projects throughout the week. Again, the series In Your Face is going to be slowly going. A grill for the Maverick grabbers. A grill for the Maverick grabbers. The grill that's in Project Spirit right now is actually cracked. And I know I've showed it before. What happened was some oil got on the ground, and when I was changing her oil for the first time, and I slipped on that patch of oil and fell on top of the grill and broke it. It was a freak accident, and it was practically looked brand new in there. And I fell and broke this grill, and they're expensive to replace. So otherwise I would pull it out and clean it up and that sort of thing, and then just hit it with brand new paint. But that is, the grill on the front, which we'll go down and we'll look at here pretty shortly. So for those that want more stuff with the project cars, we are definitely going to do that. And I know sometime here in the near future, we're going to clean up the wheels for Project Lena. I'm going to go out and actually do that. So her wheels will be polished up. Again, I'm a firm believer that some of these cars just need a little bit of chrome. When you're doing car shows, you got to have even on modern cars, you got to have just a little bit of that flash, that little bit of chrome that just sets it off. If you don't, they look tacky. They look really tacky. Black wheels and black tires just blend into the road way too easy. And I don't like it. I think that what's going on, Gamerin? BRFC, my man. You missed what we've been talking about. We'll go back through it quick for you. It's just kind of we're doing an unboxing today. Well, we did it, but we'll go over it again for you. It is just too hot to work out here. Way too hot to work out here. When I started the live stream, Ian, we were at 90 degrees Fahrenheit again today, which is about 32 degrees Celsius where you would be. With the humidity, we would be sitting at 35 degrees Celsius, almost 36 degrees Celsius. So that should give you an idea how hot it is still. And I basically said, I am not doing this again. We did it yesterday and it about killed me. Even now, just sitting here, I'm burning up. So we got the new sanding wheel. We got some more aircraft remover. We got some new primer. We got a new starter kit for the bicycle. All right, Chairman. Appreciate you being in here, buddy. You know we love you. So we're going to go down. We're going to take a look at the projects here just shortly. and kind of talk about what's yet to come this coming week with the project cars, both Project Spirit and Project Lena. So that is what is going on there. We're also, again, for Ian, we're going to go over the stuff for Food Friday. We're changing it from Fiesta Friday to Food Friday because we are going to add in some other traditional dishes from other countries. We just got a couple more things that we got to pick up. What's going on, Mike? Welcome back to the live. So you guys are in time. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to go down like this. Double check my charge level. We are good to go. Let's head on down to the project cars. I'll set this down where it's easy to get to.
You want to come see the mixture really quick?
All righty, let's go take a look at what the wife's working on.
Isn't it weird looking?
That is weird looking.
Uh-huh.
Looks like you melted down Slimer.
I really hope it stays this bright green, but I haven't.
Probably not.
I think I'm going to have to put food coloring in it.
All right, let's go down to the project car since Ian's here. And we're going to talk about what's yet to come with the project cars, okay? Kind of give you a heads up. Princess Faye has expressed that she wants... I'm not supposed to smoke in the house, but that was jalapeno jelly. That's what that was. Jalapeno jelly. Yeah, I'm not supposed to smoke in the house, but we weren't going to be staying in there for very long. Okay. We have the new sanding disc for Project Spirit. It just looks weird, doesn't it? But that is not what we're going to be working on next. The body work just yet. We got some more maintenance stuff to do. The Project Spirit. Now this coming Saturday, we have a brand new alternator belt to put on. Okay, so that is the new alternator belt. So that goes on, and then from there, we need to grease some fittings. In other words, Ian, lube job. It was too hot to do it today. Way too hot. So that is what is next. Along with that, now that we have... was it? Awesome. I am actually from Bonne Terre, Missouri. Bonne Terre is a little bitty town that most people can't even find even on Google Maps. It's a real small town. I think at best it is about 4,000 people. It's a very small town. It's a small community, and that's with the kid, with children included. It's about 4,000 people. So it's a real small town. And Bonne Terre is actually French. At one time, there was a French settlement here. So that's how it got its name, which is supposed to mean like good earth, I think is what it means. So the slogan for the town is good earth, good people. So there you have it. Now, on Project Lena, we are definitely looking at brand new seat covers, which we got to order off for soon. So Mike G is brand new to the Prince Magnum channel. Mike, you're going to love this. Let me introduce you to the project cars. This is Project Spirit, my 1975 Ford Maverick four-door sedan. Her original inline six is still under the hood, coming up on 300,000 all original miles. We just got through installing the brand new custom steering wheel, and she is a 3-speed manual transmission for now. We have a new automatic that we're getting ready to buy. I got to contact the guy and let him know that we are looking. Hang on, Ian, we're getting to the co-star. So this is the car that usually gets people on board with the Prince Magnum channel. Okay, this is the car that kind of is the true star, if you will. This is the Prince Magnum channel is the house that Project Spirit built. This is the car that started it all, if you will. Now, right next to Project Spirit is Project Spirit's co-star for the channel. This is Project Lena. We just got through this week doing the new paint work. Ian. And that is the scoops on Project Lena. Okay? But right down here, real quick for Ian, spoiler alert. That is the new paintwork on Project Lena's spoiler. And I think it looks great. So there you have that. Dukes of Hazzard vibes? Yeah. So these are the project cars for the channel. That's Project Lena, Project Spirit. Project Lena is a 2003 Pontiac Grand Am GT with a 3.4 liter V6. Right? That's one. I'm not sure if that's an actual stray or not. A 4-speed automatic transmission. And Project Lena has also been in a car show, sitting right next to Project Spirit, and is also Ian's favorite car here on the channel. We just got through putting brand new back brakes on her. See what I mean? This is his favorite car, and of course, again over here is Project Spirit. Earlier this year, we blacked out the taillight panel on Project Spirit. Sitting next to it is the neighbor's car. But we blacked out that taillight panel on Project Spirit. Now, back in the 1960s, about 1968, car companies, starting with Mopar, started doing this, blacking out the taillight panels on these cars. Now, the reason why they started doing that is because back then, the United States was talking about going to the moon for the first time. So, because we were talking about going to the moon, they blacked out the taillight panels like this. And the reason is at night, as you were driving, when you would turn on the taillights, that's a Nissan. It's a 91 Nissan. That's our neighbor's car. He's actually getting ready to trade that off for a 350Z. But when they started doing that, at night, when the taillights would come on, it was supposed to look like the thrusters on a rocket. That's why they started doing that. So, in 1970, when they came out with the Mavericks, they came out with the grabber package. And with the grabber package, they would black out that taillight panel just like they did on a lot of other cars. And so this is era appropriate for Project Spirit, even though there was no 4-door Maverick grabbers. And with that dark blue paint job that we're getting ready to do, it's going to look absolutely amazing. For the record, Princess Faye has said numerous times that she would love to be able to do that to Project Lena, but it just wouldn't look right. So there you have the project cars. And real quick, the pinstriping that you see on the side of Project Spirit is not factory. Princess Faye did that. Took her 2 hours to do this alone. As a matter of fact, in one live stream, we actually polished up the wheels on Spirit. Now, eventually, we're going to get into Project Lena and redo her paint.
Hey, sorry, quick question. Will coffee filters work kind of like a cheesecloth?
Yeah.
Because I forgot to buy cheesecloth.
It just takes forever.
I'm patient. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, this is Ian's favorite car, but most everybody usually falls in love with Spirit. So Ian's leading. He's he's pro Project Lena. Most everyone is pro Project Spirit. Now, if my wife is still in the she'll be able to throw down the keys for Project Lena. But Mike G, are you still in here? I'm hoping you are, because I know what you want to hear. Let's go through the ignition setup for Project Spirit. This does not start. You're pro on the fence. Okay. This does not start Project Spirit. Okay? You turn this and it unlocks the steering wheel. This is a brand new custom steering wheel from our friend 3rd Gen 83. So now we have to come over here and put the key into the ignition, into this, and turn it to the on position. Now Project Spirit is ready to start. Let me disengage the standard transmission. And then right here is the starter, push button starter. Sounds of the 70s coming up. And just like that, we have video footage of Project Spirit outrunning a modern Camaro. Now, if my lovely wife could toss down the keys, we'll start up Project Lena just for Ian, because she's got a whole different sound. Not bad for an engine that's almost 46 years old. Go ahead.
Nice catch.
Thank you, dear. Let's come over here to Project Lena. All right. That's where her ignition is. There's Project Lena's mileage. Oh, Ian, if you ever see this, you know it's about to get real. All right. Exterior needs cleaned out badly. She is not ready for show right now. Wheels got to be polished up. Those will go off here in just shortly, just like that. With Project Spirit, yeah, it doesn't work that way. You have to turn them off yourself. So what do you guys think, huh? Now, I will tell you that most people, again, usually go for Project Spirit. Ian is, that's my baby. That's funny, baby. All right, so you guys like that? I'm scared of the dark. Somebody holding. All right. Thank you, dear.
Honey, come look at it now.
I can smell it. Good God, that's some strong stuff now. That's going to be some strong stuff. What do you got?
It looks extra gross now.
Oh, my. That is some strong stuff now.
It's got to simmer for 10 more minutes. This is an hour-long process.
So, we're going to go back out, sit down for another minute. Oh, real quick, before I forget, before we go back out and have a... Ian, I heard you loud and clear, brother. Fish and chips this Friday. We're doing fish and chips, okay? And as a matter of fact, I even picked up some malt vinegar just for this Friday.
Gamer doesn't like my jelly.
Okay. Over here, we got the fish. Right up here, we got the fries for the chips.
Don't look at that. Those are mine.
And this Friday, it's on. Okay? I heard you loud and clear. We're doing fish and chips.
This is how are you cooking it?
How am I cooking it? We're going to deep fry. We are going to fry. Golden brown and delicious, my friend. That is how we're doing it. Oh, you're also from the UK as well? Well, you're in luck, Mr. Mike Gaming, this Friday for Surviving Romance. We are doing traditional, well, somewhat traditional fish and chips. And we're going to... You like the blue light? Yeah. I'm also remember, I'm kind of light sensitive because of the way my pupils are made. It's just a genetic thing. Had a doctor look right at me and said, avoid bright light. So that is where we are on that. Again, we went over the bike project. I'm going to have one more smoke. We're going to go back in the office, review some of the stuff that we got to do, the project work. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, honey. So, what do you guys think? You guys excited about this coming week? More DIY stuff? I heard you guys loud and clear a couple weeks ago, and I'm, when you guys said you wanted to see some stuff that you hadn't seen yet, the weather was just uncooperative for us to get anything really done. And now that the weather has somewhat broken, it's just hot. So I did hear you guys. You guys wanted some different stuff. You guys are getting it. That is the way it's going to be. Okay. So we're looking at doing more stuff than we could have ever imagined before. And I'm going to break some rules in the meantime. I'm not supposed to be smoking on camera anymore, but I said screw it. So that is our game plan. We're looking at doing more stuff to the cars and a bicycle project. It's going to be neat. You guys are going to get a big kick out of this, I think. Oh, I seen it. So we do have a couple more things that we do need to pick up for this Friday to make it a little bit more traditional. As a matter of fact, I'm even going to surprise you guys being from the United States, knowing some of what I know. We're going to do it loud and proud. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the Maverick Nation, you guys in the Maverick Nation, I don't get enough time to spend with you guys. I'm always working on something or working up to the next live stream and stuff like that. So I don't get to spend enough time with you guys, but you guys really are amazing. I don't know how many ways I could say it that, you guys are so freaking awesome. I don't get enough time with you guys. And I'm hoping one of these days we can all get together and have like a big cookout. Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. That is like a dream of mine, to get as many of us together as possible, except like the main crux of us. Get the main crux of us together. It is so cool. Just yeah, I heard about it. I got to see some of it, and watched it all with, and it was so neat watching you guys. It was so much fun. And you could tell Ian's right in his element. That whole Ian, watching you in that combat game, I will say it right now, you are definitely in your element. I'd have loved to have seen what you would have been like back in your day when you were still in the service. Not a joke, man. I bet you were always the first one in and the last one out. I can guarantee it, you were. Of course, I could tell that about his personality. You're probably first one in, last one out. I can tell that right now. Yes, dear.
I just wanted to join you for a smoke.
Oh, okay.
Can I? my phone's ringing.
Oh, phone's ringing, huh? Okay. So, again, it was really cool to watch you guys play. And you guys are awesome.
I decline.
Right. Oh, okay. If it's important, we'll call back. Well, I'll move over here then. So, Queen says hi.
Hi, Queen.
So that is the game plan. Yeah. So again, more stuff on the project cars yet to come, weather permitting, and more stuff on the bike, weather permitting. Yeah, Ian says hi. And again, the car that really kind of set the tone for what the Prince Magnum channel was going to be was Project Spirit, but Project Lena has definitely got her own following. So that's kind of the week ahead. Now Mondays we take the day off. I do not stream on Mondays, but so basically DIY Tuesday and Wednesday, Sober Talk Thursday, Friday is a Food Friday, and we are doing fish and chips. We're kind of changing a little bit of the recipe, but it's still going to be really good. I know traditionally you guys in England use cod. So that is traditional, but we don't, that is, you'll understand when we get to the stream. And I actually know quite a bit about you guys' fish and chips. Probably more than you can imagine. Fish tacos were really good, by the way. They were dang good. I know some of y'all are like, that don't look right. It was good. I wasn't happy with the herbage that we used for part of the marinade. It still tasted good, but I just wasn't happy with it. And the crema wasn't what I thought it should have been. Just one of them things. Oh, hubby's still a busy little bee. Yeah, he's been working. Tell him to put some pictures of what he's working on. I want to see. And of course, we got the bike project to work on throughout the week, too. So I will bounce into Discord. When we're looking at going live, kind of a heads up. So just expect us to go live. We're going to continue working on the cars. And again, we have a new automatic that we're looking at getting. I got to contact a guy tomorrow, let him know it is a definite, that I do definitely want that transmission. Princess Faye already has the money set aside. We're getting ready to make that trip. So, Ian, you ornery cuss.
What do you say?
He said, 6 2020, poor little fishies, forever you are in our hearts, may you rest in peace. He said that they looked burned,
Oh,
but they weren't burned.
you're silly.
Yeah, he's been teasing.
You're so silly, Cameron.
So there you go. I got into working on cars when I was 16, and this August I will be 41 years old. So cars like Project Spirit, I've been working on since I was 16. Now there was a stint that I didn't work on cars, and that was after my stroke, and that was about the worst 4 years of my life. Princess Faye insisted that I get back into it, and by then I was already starting YouTube videos, and we just started incorporating it. So the first project car on the channel was a 96 Ford Mustang known as Project Beauty. Princess Faye was in a horrible accident with that car, which is one of the reasons why we pushed the channel, because we are guesstimating that she will eventually lose her hearing. It is still slowly getting worse over time, because in that accident, her head hit the driver's window and shattered that driver's window, and she actually had to be airlifted, in a hurry to St. Louis, which is actually about an hour and a half drive. So she had to be airlifted to a specialty hospital and be examined. She was in bad shape. So after that, we got Project Spirit, and then that's when people really started kind of jumping onto the channel, where I live. So we're over 1,000 strong, but I would say about a quarter of that is actually from our area. So that should give you an idea. So when I say that this is the house that Project Spirit built, most people from around the country, around the world started tuning in because of Project Spirit. Ian says we all love you. And for a brief while, Princess Faye actually had Project Vera, which was a 77 Ford Maverick to match Project Spirit. So for a while, we both had Maverick. There was 2 Mavericks here on the channel. And there's actually a video that I put up not too terribly long ago called The Forgotten Maverick. Hey, what's going on, Harold? Haven't seen you in a minute. It's good to see you, buddy. So that is the kind of the history behind the 2 Mavericks that we had. And then we ended up getting rid of Project Vera. And then about 6 months later, Project Lena came into being here on the channel, which Ian got to see for the first time the introduction video of Project Lena. And that was so cool for him to see, because I know it. Was it not the most technical video that I probably have ever done? It is an awesome video from beginning to end. It is my favorite video that I've ever done. It is my favorite. So Project Lena, oh, you got to get Broken Mike in here. I think he was in here. No, he may not have been. I don't remember. So that is where that stands. Now, with yesterday's live that you did, Ian, I am going to do an aircraft remover of the Almighty being blown up. So that is the game plan there. So Project Spirit is going to get more work done to her through this week. Project Lena, We're waiting on new seat covers. Well, we're getting ready to order for new seat covers for Project Lena. There's going to be some more stuff coming for Project Spirit. Yeah, Broken Mike was in here, and I think, yeah. And again, Sexy Saturday is definitely on this week. I know a lot of people were really disappointed that we weren't doing Sexy Saturday this past week, but Princess Faye was stuck at work, and I could not expect her to come in and be able to do that. It just wasn't happening. So we got a lot done, though. Again, everyone, remember to network with each other. Drop the link to your channels here in the chat so we can all connect with each other. And even if you got Twitch, Mixer, Periscope, whatever, I don't care. If you've got a channel, put it in there, okay? Make yourself at home, you know? This is how we network now. And if you know somebody else who needs support, definitely drop a link. Drop a link. So that is where that stands. Yeah, well, be careful doing that. YouTube gets a little fickled about that. So there is that. Okay, so we have accomplished quite a bit this week. We got a lot accomplished. Here in a sec, as soon as I finish this smoke, we're going to go back into the office and we're going to touch base on the stuff that we unboxed earlier. Retracting my mistake. Oh my gosh. Well, if you do got one of those, drop it in the Discord. Well, Mike G, you'll be interested to know that we do have a one-off exhibition with Project Spirit. I'm going to have to go in and start making the playlist where we talk about the actual run that we're supposed to do with Project Spirit. And there is a drag strip not too far from us. We do need to go over and do a time trial. It's 8th Mile, but we are going to see about taking those cars down the track and seeing what they do in time. In the 1/4 mile, I'm guesstimating Project Spirit would be about 15 seconds with her current setup. About 15 seconds, which is not that bad, really, for a car of the 70s. The cars of the 70s did not have much in the way of performance here in the United States. It was actually a joke. But just one of them things. So let's retreat to the office. Come on, Galaxy. Come on. Don't argue. In the 1/4 mile, yes. In the 1/4 mile, yes. In the 8th mile, even more. What? You have progress? Sweet.
That is what I want. That stuff right there. This is just pulp. It's thrown away.
So, let's adjourn to the office. I'm scared of the dark. Somebody hold me. Okay. So here's the unboxing that we did earlier. Well, let's get everything hooked up here. Just there we go. Just there we go. Set that right like that. Still not happy with it. Okay, that's better. No, it's not. There we go. Perfect. For the bike, we got this new starter kit. Comes with a headlight that uses AAA batteries. Over here, we have a tail light that also uses AAA batteries. So we have this now. This is an air pump here that will mount to the bike. So if there's a flat All I got to do is take this off of the bike, hook it to the tire, and I can pump that up. Along with that, we have a brand new locking cable. So when I take the bike somewhere and I need to leave it for a moment, I can lock it up to something to prevent it from being stolen. And then it comes with a key, so no combination to mess with. Along with that, it has a sports bottle right here. So I can mount this and keep it full of ice water for whenever we're out and about. So this bike project is actually important because dear old Prince Magnum has to get back into shape. He is in not good enough shape to do the run that's coming up. The run that's coming up, the run that is coming up is basically where I'm going back to a spot that I hold a top speed record. Yeah, not coffee. There's a spot that I had set a top speed record on when I was a teenager. Let me take y'all back in time. In the late 90s where I lived, hot rodding was still a thing, but cruising was still a thing too. So while a lot of people, yeah, no six pack, no alcohol for this guy. So I set this top speed record, and from one end to the other, this top speed, basically it has two really sharp corners on it. And I set this record with a 1978 Camaro that my dad and I had built and customized. Had a 400 cubic inch small block Chevy in it, and had a top speed of 155. This car was really, really fast, and it was a lot of fun, and I should be dead because of that car, because it was ridiculously fast. To give you an idea, for those of you across the pond, Project Spirit tops out at about 130 miles an hour. That is about 200. That's in the, I think in the 200, well, getting close to the 200 kilometers. I'll have to look it up and that sort of thing. But in miles per hour, it's pretty freaking fast. Hang on, where is my other cellular device? Somewhere around here. Oh, there's a little motherfucker right there. So that should get, 130 in this, for a car of Project Spirit's age is ridiculously fast. This other car had a top speed of 130. Give you an idea, Project Lena, okay, better yet, the 5.0 Mustang actually measures out to 302 cubic inches in the United States. So this car had a 400 cubic inch, V8 in it. The Chevrolet 350 is a 5.7, and this engine was the largest small block V8 ever offered by General Motors back in the day for Chevrolet. So it was 400 cubic inches. So that should give you an idea how big this engine is. Give me a minute and I'll look up I'll do a conversion real quick into liters. I forget what it was in liters. But I'll look it up quick for you guys. I got to restart this old device and hook it up to the internet and all that balagna. So that should give you an idea. It was a ridiculously fast car. Now, that being said, the top speed in just under an eighth of a mile was, believe it or not, was 55 from one end to the other. At the age of 25, I went back with the 77 Oldsmobile Delta 88 that had a Chevrolet 350. Breaking news incoming. Okay. That particular 77 Delta reset the record. I'm sorry, it was 50 miles an hour from one end to the other. With the Delta, it was 55. So that is the record from one end to the other in just under an eighth of a mile. That Delta set the record at 55 miles an hour from one end to the other. We are looking at going back with Project Spirit and resetting. Ian, you Henri cuss. We went back with, we're looking at going back with Project Spirit. And here I am, 41, had suffered a stroke and all that other stuff. We're looking at going back with Project Spirit and resetting that record at 60 miles an hour or better. So if that should be any indication. We are going to break my old top speed record with Project Spirit and reset that record higher. Basically breaking the record I set at the age of 25 and breaking, and it's not a super big stretch. So let's see. Well, it's not going to let me show it, but I know it's pretty good size. So if that's any indication. Queen's taking away my my light. No. We will. Oh, Mr. Cartoon is asked to be removed as a mod for right now and asked his friend to take over in his stead. He is dealing with some stuff that is going on with him, and he needs some time to kind of go deal with what he needs to deal with. So he, kind of needed some time away and didn't feel he could fulfill his duties as a mod. So we gave his wrench to somebody else, and they are currently in the background, I think. So that is what's going on there. Mike G, thank you for being here in the live stream. Appreciate you, man. So that is some of the things that we picked up earlier. Then Princess Faye picked this up earlier. This sanding wheel for project, for the project, so we can get. So that is what's going on right there. What's going on, Broken Mike? You missed it. We were out there earlier with the project cars. Ian was going berserk. He was going berserk. Good to see you, Broken Mike. We're going to call you Mike B because Mike G was in here earlier. We're going to call you Mike B. It's good to see you, man. So that's the new sanding wheel, and of course showed off the new starter kit for the bicycle. We also picked up to add to our supply of primer. Our supply of primer, some self-etching primer. We needed this. Yeah, Ian loves Project Lena. Ian loves Project Lena. That is his favorite car. So that is what is going on there. So we've got the self-etching primer now, which we're going to need for Project Spirit. We also picked up, calm down guys, the cap is on tight. It's on tight. We picked up more aircraft remover because our other supply is getting low. So we got more aircraft. They changed the label. It doesn't look as exciting as the other one, but they changed the label. Rust-Oleum changed the label for the aircraft remover. So we got more aircraft remover. We got more starships to blow up. So that is where we stand on that. Of course, the new paint sprayer is behind us and a bunch of other stuff. Yep, more aircraft remover. We got lots of ground to cover. So again, Project Spirit, we do have a new transmission that I got to holler at the guy and basically tell him I'll give him a call later on tomorrow when he's available. Tomorrow is production Monday, so I'll be in production that day tomorrow. So DIY on Tuesday, DIY on Wednesday. Thursday is Sober Talk, and Friday is Food Friday. We are doing fish and chips. And Saturday, DIY early in the morning, and later in the evening is Sexy Saturday. Sunday, more DIY. That's kind of how it stands. We are going to stay busy, very busy. So that is the plan right now as it stands. Unless it starts raining, then we'll come inside and we'll do something else. We will find plenty of DIY this week. It's just one of them things. It's all fun and games until someone tells somebody they got a purty mouth. Anyhow, you sure do have a purty mouth. Anyhow. Oh my gosh, we have way too much fun in here. Okay. So that is where the projects stand right now. So as so kind of a heads up, I will try to warn you all in the Discord when we're going live. Not even. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and of course, I will put together the list of things that will be coming up. I'm gonna try to get y'all caught up to speed on that run. I will go back through and get those videos pulled off and posted to Discord so you guys can see what we're talking about. And that series is actually known as the Icon, the Legend, the Record. For those that do not know, hot rodding, for street racing and hot rodding as it was back in the day, was a little different than it is now. And Mike G actually said something that was a little closer to the truth. When it comes to street racing for this guy right here, I was more Dukes of Hazzard than Fast and Furious. Okay, Dukes of Hazzard than Fast and Furious. Okay, so that should give you an idea. I learned from redneck hot rodders back in the day. So that is the style of driving that you see out of me when it comes to street racing. Definitely right there. So this is, and she also, no ideas, please. Queen, I'm going to go live one of these times and mount the camera so you could see Project Spirit flying around corners and crap like that. I promise you, you will scream at me after that live stream. You're going to be, that's it, Prince Magnum. Princess Faye will probably yell at me too. She doesn't like all that stuff. That's not her thing. And while I'm also at it, we got a brand new 25-foot heavy-duty extension cord for when we go to do welding. And you all get to see an old friend of mine from high school that is none other than T-Bone. T-Bone will make his reappear. He'll be reappearing here on the Prince Magnum channel and helping do some of the welding. So we're gonna. You know it. That's That's it, Prince Magnum. You won't be able to sit down. Oh my God. You and Princess Faye will be beating the brakes off of me. Oh my gosh. So there is that little bit. So yeah, just kind of a Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's one of them things. We have a good time here. Again, the Prince Magnum channel is DIY all the way. And we're going to continue that theme, pushing that again a lot harder than we had in previous streams because you all spoke loud and proud. Well, you got to keep me in line, huh? You got to keep me in line. So yeah, we are set to begin, but we got to try out the new spray gun, kind of learn its quirks, and we're going to use that on the bicycle project. So that is the idea there. And then once Princess Faye feels pretty comfortable spraying, we're going to start picking up the paints for Project Spirit. We're going to start taking panels off and starting to work on there. Now, Queen, you know that at some point we got to get out there. We got to mix it up. Show the kids how us old timers do it. Show the kids how us old guys do it. Right? Got to show them how it's done. You know. And come on, you want to see, I know there's a part of you who wants to see Project Spirit in action. You really want to see her in action. I know you want to see it. My chair squeaks. Anyhow. I promise that if I don't feel safe doing that run, we won't do it. We won't do it. Spirit has to feel, Spirit's got to be tip top. And, I won't do it if I feel unsafe. Because there's only one of me and there's only one of Project Spirit. Now, I know Ian would love it. I won't do the joke, but you know the joke exists. Oh my gosh. That's funny. I don't care who you are. Okay, so the real only way that I know we do need to shut this down, I got to go in and aggravate Princess Faye a little bit. Got to aggravate her and cuddle up to her and go, I loves you, honey. I loves you. I got to do stuff like that. And all that sweet stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know at some point Ian wants to see if Project Spirit can do what I believe she can do. Come on, Ian, I get in on this with me. You want to see it. Of course, I know you would rather see Lena do it, but once you see the videos from the icon, the legend, the record, I think you will agree. Yeah, no, shouldn't do it with Lena. All right. Let's head back out to the project cars. Broken mic. I don't encourage. I don't need encouragement. I'll do it whether I want to, whether you think I should, whatever. Anyhow, are you having fun in here, honey?
Almost done. Almost done.
Okay. Let's take a gander at the project cars again in the darkness. Watch me fall down the frickin' steps. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun messing with you. Oh, you are so much fun to mess with. Here we go. The project cars at night. There you go. Yeah. I said, I do whatever I want. Hey, Ian. Spoiler alert. And that's the scoop. There you go, Broken Mike. The brand new custom steering wheel. I know you're a big fan of Lena. Spoiler alert. Had to do that for you. There you go. I'm glad you guys enjoy the cars. Because this is what I do. This is what I love. Working on cars. Sometime we'll have to do a live stream where I do kind of a, breakdown of the cars. A true full breakdown. 1975 Ford Maverick 4-door sedan. 2003 Pontiac Grand Am GT. 4.1 liter inline 6 carbureted. 3.4 liter V6 fuel injected. 3-speed manual transmission. 4-speed automatic transmission. Rear wheel drive. Front wheel drive. Set up almost like the Mustangs from the 1960s to basically from 1964 to 1973. I'm not 100% sure, but it has a similar setup to the Chevy Cavalier. There you go. 1970s economy car. Early 2000s sporty economy car. About to turn 46 years old. 17 years old. Almost ready to turn classic status in 3 more years. Antique car. So there you go. Quick, kind of give you an idea. I'm scared of the dark. Somebody hold me. Oh my gosh, I'm such a fruitcake. Not that kind of fruitcake, just nutty. I smell jalapenos.
Good.
So there we go. You guys like? And again, this Friday, Ian, you better make sure you're ready for this. We are gonna do it. We are gonna make fish and chips, man. We're making fish and chips this Friday. You hungry? And believe it or not, I'm going to surprise you with the knowledge that I actually know about English food. What you guys do over there in England. Because I actually know a few of you guys' dishes. And you guys got some really amazing traditional dishes into the darkness. So, what did you guys enjoy this stream? I mean, we didn't do much. We just mostly kind of went over some stuff for the for the channel. Kind of preparing for a DIY week. Again, it was too hot for me to work today. I wanted so badly to continue working. Second funeral, Henri has. I know there's several of you right now that are from the United Kingdom, and I said that for a reason because you guys, the United Kingdom is the proper way. I know, some people say England, but no, you guys in the United Kingdom. To give you guys an idea how hot it was when we went live, it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit here. Well, in Celsius, equates to almost, a little over 32 degrees Celsius. Actually, 32.2 degrees Celsius here is what the temperature was. But with humidity, it was even hotter than that. With the humidity here, it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit or almost 36 degrees Celsius. So it was way too hot for me to work. I would have melted to death out there. It was getting that hot this morning when we did the oil change to Spirit. So if that's any indication how hot it is, and it gets really hot here in Missouri. So I'm sitting there thinking, I did that yesterday and I did that this morning. I just did not have the strength to do it, to do it today. I just did not have the strength to do it to do it again. So I said, you know what, we'll do an unboxing episode. We'll talk about what's yet to come this week. And that's where I kind of stand on all of that. So that's what's going on. Okay. Again, we're going to have an interesting live stream starting on Tuesday. I'm taking the day off again tomorrow. Tomorrow's a production day. I need to finish up a couple of videos and I got to start on one for Ian. Because he wants to see the video footage in its entirety of Project Lena outrunning a Mustang. It was about, I think it was a 2004 Mustang. 30 degrees, and yeah. So you know exactly what I'm talking about, and so it gets up to about the mid 80s for you guys, Fahrenheit. So that gives me, because I actually started writing down the conversions. So whenever I'm explaining how hot it is here, I actually started writing down temperatures of what it's like here. Now, later this summer, here in Missouri, it will get up into the hundreds Fahrenheit. For you guys over there in England, 100 degrees Fahrenheit is almost 38 degrees Celsius. So that should again give you an idea how hot it gets here. So 100 degrees Fahrenheit is almost 38 degrees Celsius. And that's how hot it gets. So right now you guys are sitting there going, oh my God. And it gets hotter with the humidity. So that is the type of heat that we work in here in Missouri. That I'll be working in doing the work to the project cars. So if that's any indication what it's like right now. Well, I'm glad to see you guys in here. And thank you guys. Man, I did not ever expect that the Prince Magnum channel would have such a following from the United Kingdom. You guys are awesome. Check that out. Jalapeno jelly. Isn't that neat?
It made 3 jars. You'll
probably
get about 2 of them because the other one didn't work.
Okay.
Promised. But yeah, it's fun.
Jalapeno jelly. Instead of like your normal fruit jellies, it's jalapeno.
Correction, jalapenos are fruit.
Well, that is true. I said normal fruits. Oh, real quick, we will eventually have a live stream where Princess Faye is painting the shift knob for Project Spirit. Even though we're going to be swapping it out, she's still got to be show worthy, you know? So we'll be losing all of that, unfortunately. Kind of sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. Just means that we're going to, you know, put those parts out there. I love jalapenos too. I love jalapenos. Love to foods, but I'm starting to get to that age where it doesn't, you know. What's going on, Hell Girl? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hold on a second, everybody. Let me take a moment. I am doing fantastic. We were actually starting to wind down the stream, but real quick, Hell Girl, if you will do us a favor, it's been too long. I've known you way too long for this not to happen. Hell Girl, if you will say something in the chat, you will notice that the color of the text of your name has changed. You'll notice an icon next to your name. That is because now you are a member of the Maverick Mechanics. Welcome to the live stream, Hell Girl. Tonight we were just doing an unboxing. We are getting ready for a DIY week. Now we're going to have to go back out and take a look at the project cars. You kind of missed it. Hang on. Booyah. Let's take a walk. That about turned bad. About almost fell down and sprained my voice. Anyhow, that's an old joke from back in the day. That's wrong. I need that light. All right, let's see if I can do this without falling down the stairs. Oh, we have that. There we go. We're going to go down here. Hell Girl, you have never met the actual star of the Prince Magnum channel. You have not met the real star. The real star is actually out here. And real quick, you talk about how lucky Princess Faye is because I do all the romance stuff. Well, Princess Faye and I work on cars together. That is our thing. This is a DIY channel mostly. And that being said, one of the things that I do is I take Princess Faye out in the car that you're about to see. I take her out on dates still. I take my wife out on dates. So let me introduce the car, if you will, that is the true star of the Prince Magnum channel. And then I'll introduce you to Princess Faye's project car. Also, this car's co-star, if you will. Hell Girl, this is Project Spirit. My 1975 Ford Maverick four-door sedan. This is the true star of the Prince Magnum channel, Hell Girl. The Prince Magnum channel is the house that Project Spirit built. I still daily drive this car. Custom steering wheel, 3-speed manual transmission. Original engine still in place after all this time. An original 1975 Ford inline 6 under the hood. Has a top speed of 130 miles an hour. And averages 40 miles to the gallon on the highway. Not bad for a classic car. Well, actually an antique. We work on this car together, Princess Faye and I take her out on dates in this car. Smokey and the Bandit. I take my wife out on dates in this car, and basically I take her car cruising because I still want to be seen in the coolest car with the hottest gal in town. This is the cool car that I take the hottest gal in town out in. And no matter what town I'm in, Princess Faye is always, always, always the most beautiful gal in the world. So there you have it. That is Project Spirit. Now, sitting next to Project Spirit, hey, what's going on, TFZ? And sitting next to Project Spirit is the co-star, Project Lena, a 2003 Pontiac Grand Am GT. We just did some amazing custom paint work to her on her hood scoops. Yeah, C's here. That's what's up. And back here, we also did some work on her spoiler. Hey, Ian, spoiler alert. Brand new custom paint on her spoiler. This is my wife's project car. We work on cars together, and let me say that is our thing. We love to, we go to car shows together. Need to clean out that interior. That is just not right.
Quit showing it then. Did you need this light on?
Nah. We're getting ready to come back upstairs. So there you have it. The project cars. What? I have no idea what's going on here. What's going on? Did I miss something? Let me get upstairs and. Okay, give me a minute. I'll go over to Discord. I'll go over to Discord real quick. We're getting ready to shut down, but I don't know what everyone's talking about. Honey, are you available to jump into Discord? Princess Faye's jumping into Discord. You're missing something. Okay. We'll get over there to Discord real quick. Nothing's in Discord? Okay. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. All right. Well, that's all right. We're at the stage where we need to kind of shut it down anyways. So I'll get over to Discord right away, and we'll Ian, I'll holler at you. I think I sent you a friend request directly, so we can directly kind of go back and forth and all that good stuff. All right. So that does bring us to our usual spot, because I do need to shut it down. Okay. I do need to shut it down for the evening. So that being said, you guys are really, really awesome. Every last one of you. Every one of you out there. You guys are amazing. You guys are the Maverick Nation. That brings us to the usual spot. Again, we got a lot of good stuff coming up this week. And that being said, for all of you, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet and do something special for them today. And as always, for all of you out there, if no one out there has told anybody that you love them, if no one out there has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.